Hi, I'm Pat and welcome back to the channel. I'm back up here at Horsepower Obsessed area. You know this guy. We did previous videos with him when he drove the BMW i8 and I drove the Corvette C8. Well, I brought the NSX up here to give him an opportunity to check it out. Now, link in the description below because he's going to have a video out that talks about how he experienced the Acura NSX and what he thinks about the car, and he also compares it against the C8. So definitely check out his video because I know he's going to do an excellent job with this. Now, I've had the car for what, 1 week now? And I think having this car out on the roads, both on the back roads and also at the track, gave me an opportunity to see what it's like, but I don't remember what it's like to drive the C8. So Justin's really kind to give me the opportunity to drive the C8 again today while he takes the NSX for a ride in order to give me an idea what the difference may be between the C8 and the Acura NSX. Because a lot of people told me, hey, that C8, that's the best bang for the buck, Pat. I think you need to go with the C8. Well, I'm going to ride in that car today and really refresh my memory of what it's like to drive that C8 and see what are some of the difference that I'm feeling and what I think I would rather be in. So stay tuned. All right, folks, I'm back here in the C8 Corvette. Man, this is a treat. So definitely check the link in the description below because I did a review of this car. I drove it. It's amazing. I really enjoy the C8. Now, if you take a look, here's Justin over here in the NSX. So we're going to be heading to another location, and I have the opportunity to drive this again and really get an idea what it feels like. Oh man, it feels good to be in a Corvette again. Woo, that American horsepower. I can hear that engine. That dual clutch hits harder. There's something about this car. I really love it. And I know that I would like to have one in my garage, although I think I would probably go with the Z06. I love those shifts. Now, seeing that car from the rear, I didn't really like the rear end of the NSX, but I got to admit, I think it's growing on me. What's really cool about it is how low it appears to sit at the back of the car. And the rear diffuser with the center exhaust and those wide tires, that looks pretty cool. I can also see a portion of my exhaust back there. That's pretty neat as well. I think it's got a great look to it because it's so short and squatty, but I think they could have modified the design of that rear bumper a little better. Now, the one thing I really like about the C8 is the exhaust note. Man, this is great. I'm just in sport mode right now in drive, so it's automatically shifting for me, and man, it feels really nice and it sounds terrific. So being a Corvette guy and being in this car, it's extra special to me. And the NSX, while it's a special car, the Corvette, that is my first love, and that's where my heart's at. So, I don't know, the Corvette might be the better car for me, but I definitely need to spend more time on the road in the NSX just to see exactly what'll happen, because maybe the car will grow on me. I really appreciate that Justin gave me this opportunity to get back in the C8 Corvette. So definitely check out the videos, link in the description below, when I drove this car before. It was thrilling, and it's just as thrilling now to be back in a Corvette. I really love this car. I'm really curious to see what Chevrolet will do when they release the hybrid Corvette. So it's supposed to be similar to this Stingray, but have the electric assist up front, just like the NSX does. And I want to know what that feels like. Because the NSX, while it has turbos, the hybrid fills in for that. This being a naturally aspirated car, as soon as you give it gas, it's right there. So what are those electric motors really going to do? I'm kind of curious. The one great thing about watching Justin's channel, Horsepower Obsessed, is that he talks about these rumors and news about the latest developments of the Corvette. He did it when the C8 was still in its infancy, and some of the information he released actually turned into what was in the production car. So definitely check out his videos, because when he's talking about rumors and potential plans for the C8 Corvette, they're spot on, and I learn a lot from his videos. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what he releases as far as what the latest iterations of the C8 are going to be, because not only do we have the Stingray, we get the hybrid Corvette, which is going to be the E-Ray, I think that's what they're going to call that, and they're also going to release the Z06, which would be a flat plane crank engine. That thing is going to scream high RPMs out of that car. Then after that, we got the ZR1 or Zora, and not sure really what GM's going to do with those cars, but they should be super fast. I think the top of the line Corvette will probably be a 1,000 horsepower car. I really believe it's going to be a special car as well. So Justin took us on a stretch of road here with some twisties. So getting the ability to take the C8 Corvette into those turns, I don't feel as confident in this car as I do the NSX. I got to admit, there's something about the suspension in that NSX that just feels really, really good. At high speed, when you're taking turns, it's almost like the car predicts that you're going into the turn and it's right there. With the C8, you definitely have to think a little bit more ahead of the car. I feel like the suspension is set up well for the turns, but I also feel it's more of a touring suspension. So I miss that stiffness that I did not get from the NSX on that same stretch of road. And now Justin and I both pulled out from a dead stop, and I could feel automatically that the rear end in this C8 definitely wanted to dance around a little bit. That was a little bit scary, but obviously I can handle it. I've driven cars like this before, but that's one thing that I missed about the NSX, is having that ability to just get out and just stomp on it and have that car absolutely hug the road with no problems at all. So I think that's where the NSX excels, and I think it was actually designed to excel in that situation. Whereas the Corvette, definitely more of a touring car, definitely more of a boulevard cruiser that you can also take to the track, but the NSX is just built for that stuff. I gotta get some red seat belts for the NSX. These look really good. The black ones, not so much. I think that'll add some flair to the NSX. Anyway, Justin just pulled over and exchanged some words with me after that quick run through the twisties. He was really impressed with the car.
All right, let's hit this thing. Wow, guys, holy crap! And it grips. Holy! Wow, is this thing fast? Wow, I'm impressed. Oh my goodness. It grips and it's fast. It is such a nice looking car. It's got everything. It's got everything. Oh man, Pat, you have a heck of a car here, buddy. Wow.
Yeah, I understand how impressed he is with that car, and I understand now that this is really a great touring car. It's a great all-around car, but I think that that NSX has a purpose-built design to it, and wow, he's impressed with it. So I think he might be a buyer of one of these one day. I don't know. We'll see when I get a chance to talk with him a little bit later what he really thinks, whether he wants to get one or not. But I'm just happy being in a Corvette again. So all right, we'll catch up with him now. So what do you think of that? An opportunity to drive the C8 Corvette again and compare it to the NSX? Wow, that was a treat. Justin, thank you so much for this opportunity. And if you haven't checked out Justin, Horsepower Obsessed, definitely link in the description below. Subscribe to his channel. I love his content. I'm a Corvette guy deep down, so I watch him a lot. And it is exciting and fun to watch his channel, so definitely check him out. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please click the subscribe button and ring that bell for notifications. I'll be posting more content like this. Thanks for watching, and happy motoring.